First of all, is my audio good? Is the music overpowering my voice in any way? Before I even switch on to the main screen. Barely hear me? Okay, what about now? Testing. Blah, blah, blah. Back at any point, just let me know. Without any further ado, I don't think this game has any warnings. However, I have seen some things on Twitter, so I'm just gonna let y'all know this game probably does contain suggestive content. I have never played this. This is my first time playing this. I have tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but I've unfortunately seen a couple things, and that's how I know. But yeah, if you're not comfortable with that, I don't know when it's gonna show up. I can't really give a warning. But, yeah, just letting you know that right here, right now. Your voice is still fighting for control. Okay, I think maybe this might be better. I'm not sure. It's still pretty heckin' loud. But I think I might have to lower it down for like the actual this thing. Preferences? Oh, okay.
Yeah, turn that like.
There's voices? Okay.
Should we mute it? Should we mute it so that we can voice it or no?
Okay, return. Is this better? It sounds quiet now.
Okay, that's much better.
Much better. It was really overbearing.
Bubble is such a gem on the front screen.
Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
Okay. Now I will show the chat on my end. Okay, way better. Oh, that is heaven on earth. Okay, great. Yeah, it was discontinued, but they made it anyway. So, without any further ado, we are gonna play the amazing digital sim. Together, we are gonna play the amazing digital dating simulator.
Yeah, we.
Let's start. Hi, Emerald. No, you're good, Dakota, don't worry. Disclaimer, this game is fan-made and is in no way officially affiliated or endorsed by Glitch Productions or Gooseworks. All events and interactions in this game are not canon. Please do not reach out or harass anyone on Glitch Productions' team about this game. This game contains bright flash transitions. Does he speak?
Welcome to the amazing digital dating simulator! A slice of lifestyle school setting where anything and everything is possible.
Is it not gonna... Oh.
I'm Caine, and I'll be your principal for the duration of your stay here at the amazing Digital Academy. Help your classmates pull pranks on the teacher. Become a straight-A student or a rule-breaking delinquent. All this while possibly finding love along the way. But enough of my wonderful creation. Let's get you enrolled. First things first, what uniform will you be donning?
There's no in-between. You know what? I'm feeling like a femboy today.
Let's go. Sounds good. How about your name? What should we call you?
What is my name? That is the good question.
My name's
No one can stop me.
Rosie, huh? Are you sure you like that name? Let me get some water real quick. Oh my gosh, my voice is already cracking, bro. Caine's got a very...
Who's cracking?
What?
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 What did you just say?
I was saying Caine's got a very peculiar voice.
Okay. Yep, that's my name.
Alrighty then, Rosie. Then let's head inside.
Hi, my name is...
It's a little cringe. It's a little
Hi.
cringe.
Hey! Hi, guys! I'm new to the school, and I hope no one knows that I'm gay.
Oh gosh.
Okay, anyway. Hi, my name is Rosie. I'm a transfer student to the amazing Digital Academy. My parents moved to the countryside after a vague, tragic what? Hello? After a vague, tragic event that changed the course of our lives. After I said goodbye to all my old friends, my parents got transcripts and packed up the car. Today is my first day at this new school. I glanced down at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger. So, where's the teacher? As I step into the room to let in any other students that might be late to class, someone else hops into the room.
The figure looks like a tall white piece from a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. It takes me a moment to put 2 and 2 together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely his name can't really be...
Hello, my name is Kinger. You must be pleased to meet me.
Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake more out of instinct than out of genuine sense of excitement.
Good morning, students. On the docket, today we have a new student named... what's your name again?
Let's see. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Rosie. I look forward to learning with you all, and I hope we can all be good friends. I don't think I would ever say that. Okay, I'm Rosie, and I'm always down for a good time. Okay, I guess.
Rightio. Go on, and take any open seat, Rosie. Most of our students don't bite. Oh, that's insulting.
Oh, one of the other students, a purple rabbit, seems to grin at this.
Oh, yeah.
I take a moment to think of who to sit by. Oh, you're gonna leave it up to me?
Rosie.
This is so hard!
No! What does it say? Turn comedically British.
Honestly, gang, Emerald, if you could call right now, I'd invite you on and you can read it. But I don't know how I'm gonna screen share with you so you don't delay. Take a seat to the girl in a colorful hat and a sailor uniform. I sit next to the shy-looking girl with a comedy mask and a ribbon. I sit next to the mismatched figure with a bored look on their face. I sit down next to the cheery-looking rag doll. I sit down with mischievous-looking purple rabbit. I sit down at the teacher's chair. Whoa! Whoa! Nope. I already knew who I was choosing from the start. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm sorry. I have to choose Jax. I sit down next to the purple rabbit. He looks bored by Mr. Kinger's lecture.
I gotta try my best here.
As I take a closer look, I see his name is written on the nameplate on his desk. Apparently, his name is Jax. As I get a closer look at Jax, I also see he's working his jaw. Is he chewing gum? He catches me looking at him, and I almost apologize for staring, but I can see he isn't offended. Instead, he grins quietly before putting a finger up to his lips. He takes the chewed gum between his gloved fingers, reaching out towards the girl in front of us. No! Gangle! Gangle, no! Gangle, no! Gangle, no! The girl in front of us has a ribbon for a body and a comedy mask for a face. She's paying close attention to Mr. Kinger's lecture, and Jax is reaching out with the chewing gum on his hand. Is he gonna stick it on her mask?
Put him in a wheelchair.
Put him in a wheelchair. I will, and not in the way that we think.
Rosie!
Whoa! Should I warn her?
Keep quiet.
I feel like I can't romance this guy if I don't play along, so I'm gonna have to play along. Sorry, guys. Game is game. Game is game. Keep quiet and see what happens. Jax reaches forward with practiced stealth, sticking the wet wad of already been chewed gum to the ribbon girl's masks. Masks? The ribbon girl lets out a quiet shriek of discomfort, flailing her arms as she desperately pulls away from Jax.
Ew, Jax! What is that? What did you do? Ew! Her whining and desperate flailing is a little funny, even as she feels around blindly behind her mask. Her movements attract the attention of Mr. Kinger.
What is going on?
I love that. He seems aware something is going on, but he doesn't seem to know what. How is this guy teaching us? Jax is just picking on Gangle again. The mismatched figure pipes up from next to Gangle, who is evidently the ribbon girl that Jax just stuck his gum to. Here, Gangle, let's go to the bathroom so we can wash it off. Yuri?
Oh yes. Carry on then, Zubul.
Nothing phases his teacher. Zubul glares daggers into the rabbit as they leave.
What? It was funny, right?
Oh, no, don't do that.
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask, should I do it or should you?
I think I'll do it.
Alright, go ahead. Wait, no, wait. Hey, hold on.
I just hit the jackpot.
The jackpot.
Wow.
What? It was funny, right? Back me up here.
Jax turns to face me. They're gonna make out in the bathroom. Yes, they are. I knew it. Yeah, that was hilarious. Jack smirks as I take his side. It was a pretty good prank. You're not so bad, new kid. Maybe you can teach these losers how to grow a sense of humor. I smirk back. Maybe things at this school won't be so bad. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room.
Oh, my fault. Principal Caine, how exciting to have you in our class today.
The new figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school.
Kinger, class, how do you do?
Principal Caine extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain, his teeth slam shut. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth like they're not solid objects.
Rosie, wasn't expecting you here.
Manic enthusiasm suffuses?
Oh, Rosie looking up how to pronounce it.
Hey Siri, how do you pronounce SUFFUSES?
A steak?
No! Search it up on Google! Okay, I'm fine. Just say again.
Suffuse.
Okay, suffuse. Manic enthusiasm suffuses his voice as he points his cane at me.
Maybe you'll be the secret ingredient to make this school interesting.
He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in a contemplation. Rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason you're here, Caine? Zubul speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of this school. Caine perks up.
That's right. The reason I'm here to make sure we all have an enriching academy experience. One filled with fun, danger, adventure.
He begins to list more and more deceptors, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. Zubul's kind of hot.
What?
You shut your mouth.
Agreeable. And most of all, interesting to our studio audience. He knows about the chat.
Guys, he knows that you guys are watching.
Valid.
He turns towards the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There doesn't appear to be anyone outside. I know who's there. It's you guys.
Oh, okay.
The Dragon Warrior! It's me!
No, he's not staring out the window in the classroom, he's staring out the window on your desktop.
Yes.
However, the numbers are in. Students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time I tell you that means the end of school life as we know it.
Caine bites on his hands in mock horror. The class and Kinger play along, gasping at this revelation. Gangle looks ready to burst into tears.
However, my sweet-toothed students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way.
At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up.
How are you bringing interest back into the school, Mr. President? How are you bringing...
Oh my gosh.
Caine shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later.
You see my little Tomer emeralds.
Emeralds in the game, guys, trust.
Oh, guys. You see my little skibbity sigmas? What's one thing no academy around here has ever had?
A cast of colorful characters. A competent principal.
Adequate funding?
That was not Ragatha. You know what? Whatever.
Caine shakes his head.
You can't be in here. We gotta lock in.
Yeah, we must lock in, Valerian.
Wait, I have to put King's.
No, we have Caine's voice.
We have
Yeah,
his
Caine's
voice. Emerald in a dating sim, right, guys?
Okay. Wrong! And surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No. School around here has had a culture festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. Oh yes, that is Caine, but it's distracting me. I'm sorry.
We have 70 alternate accounts.
I have 70. Oh no! What if that was kind of like Caine? Like he comes back in the last episode.
Joke's on you, I have 70 alternate
Joke's on you!
accounts.
I have 70 alternate accounts.
If
Emerald the
everybody's
goat.
hitting me with the
Okay,
sea
let me
lion,
see.
just jump.
But then you can't.
I think I already read that right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy. We gotta keep the interest of our investors after all.
Oh, basically, Emerald, what happened is like, Caine just said something about like Emerald, and I was like, guys, Emerald is in the game. Okay, anyway.
Egads! I'm almost late for our deep tissue massage.
No, no.
Alright, Kinger, I'll leave you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. Break a leg or two. Or 3.
Now you just gave me an audio idea. Thank you. I desperately needed ideas. You're welcome. As a prep, Valerian, you can't be in here, buddy.
Yeah, Valerian.
Okay, anyway, as abruptly as he appeared, Caine darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment.
Alright, class. Let's see what roles Caine assigned to each of you for the Culture Festival.
Kanger lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read aloud.
Ragatha, as a class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues.
You can count on me!
Zubal and Gangle, you two will work together on art to promote the festival.
They will definitely work
Stop.
on more than just
Stop
art.
it. We don't need more Yuri than we already have.
Yuri. Okay, that was funny.
Yeah, that one was funny. Okay. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival.
I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else.
I don't know, guys. Is Rosie like Jax? Pony and Jax. Look up what a cultural.
They don't even. He doesn't even know what it is. Oh, I mean, I guess maybe.
Fair enough.
Shouldn't we do that before we start making the posters? No, I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gangle comes up with her. Plus, we'll get to see what Gangle comes up with for her posters. If it's anything like what she comes up when she draws Ragatha. Jax! Gangle interrupts Jax before he can finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. The class erupts into chaos as Zubal and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to figure out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lesson planned and is just waiting out until the lunch bell.
Gangle, what did you draw? As if I had summoned it by thinking it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Jax.
What? What? You're doing who?
Who said that? After my chaotic first half of the day, I had worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another.
Is there a disappearing guy run?
I have come to make an announcement. Sonic the Hedgehog is a...
I've come to make an announcement. No, it'll be Caine. I've come to make an announcement. Kinger is a... the beep from the circus.
Crazy.
He deleted me from the circus, and he said that his intelligence was this big.
Freaky. Anyway, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Freak! Freak my big chungless. Freak my big chungless life!
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
don't want to be alone.
You can be here, but you can't really speak too much, and you can't have the volume.
Speak, and you gotta have like headphones on or
Yeah,
something.
if you're gonna be here, that
The
means you have to-
cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I pick up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scan the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class.
I could check out the library. Maybe probably Jax is there. I guess I could take my lunch back to the classroom. I sat alone. Okay. I will... I walk into the library with my tray in my hand. I peer through the rows of the dusty, cluttered shelves. And I see Jax and Pomni by the tables in the middle of the library. Even from here, I can tell Jax is up to trouble. He's tapping his foot and impatiently pacing back and forth. I can barely make out Pomni, craning her neck to peer up into the tall bunny's yellow eyes. As I gingerly maneuver... That's a weird way to say it, okay? As I gingerly maneuver between the shelves, trying to avoid spilling the creamed corn casserole I brought from the cafeteria, I can make out some words. Going to... with... Oh, I'm reading it wrong. I thought this was still me. Going to... with Kinger asked us to... I can't hear Jax's response, but I don't have to. As he mimics Pomni's mannerisms, tilting his head from side to side. As I get closer, I can hear her trying to reason with the stubborn rabbit. We should at least try to do what he said. I don't want to be the only one who didn't do anything to help. Against my better judgment, I creep closer, nearly tripping over a step stool, and manage to creep into the earshot. Why? This whole thing is pointless, and no one will even notice if we bail. Trust me. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. I didn't go to Glitch Expo. I want to. I've been wanting to go for the past 2 years. I just have not had any way of transportation, nor can I really go anywhere that far with somebody still in the White House. Moving on. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. As he leans back, he catches sight of me. Oop. Hey, new kid. He calls out to me. What do you think? We should ditch this dumb culture fair thing, right? Their name is Rosie, Jax. Second off, they were in class with the rest of us. I bet they want to stay on Caine's good side as much as the rest of us. I bet they'd rather do something fun, like pulling an epic prank. Pomni gives me a meaningful look. Jax shoots me with a mischievous grin. I feel like I should choose my response carefully here. I just have to do it. I have to do it.
Let me guess. You have a purple tail.
Slightly purpler than average.
That's nice. See, Pomni? The new kid's cool. Alright, well, you two have fun then. She turns back to the shelves while Jax ushers me out of the library. Later, Pom-Pom.
Right here, Pom Pom.
That Pomni, huh? She can be so...
Rosie.
What?
No, I was adding on.
Oh.
My reaction.
She can be so what now, Jax? Jax, what do you mean? What do you mean by this, Jax? What do you mean? Okay, that Pomni, huh? She can be so needy. Jax smirks, rolling his eyes. Not like you, huh, new kid? I'm not sure how to proceed for a moment, but I have a feeling I know what Jax wants me to say. Yeah, I'm down for anything. I give Jax finger guns, which he scoffs at before grinning at me. You're so cringe. But since you're so eager to get on my good side, I came up with something fun for us to do. Let's go on a little field trip outside. Are we allowed to do that? Jax rolls his eyes.
Donkey.
I told you to stop.
Why don't you go,
Jeez, you sound like a broken toy. Is that the only thing you say? I shake my head. I don't want to disappoint Jax. It doesn't matter what we're allowed to do. It matters if we get caught, so keep up, new kid. He finds a door leading to the field, slyly pushing it open before bounding through. I have to sprint to make it through before the door locks. The door leads us out onto an... Okay, I am going crazy here. The door leads us out into the softball field. I didn't even know this school had a softball team. Jax... Okay, Jax. Oh, okay, Jax. Already? So soon? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
No.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
No.
Jax gets on all fours, putting his head almost even with the ground as he crawls around. Bro, what are you doing? Are you trying to be one with nature? Is he looking for something?
Maybe.
Jax, did you lose something out here? Shut up, I'm looking for something. In the few hours I've known him, I've never seen Jax take anything so seriously. I get to... Guys, what is happening? Me too! What is happening?
Me first! I get down on my...
Whoa! I get down on my... This is like
I
reading a
get
character
down on
AI
my
thing, bro.
hands.
I don't know. You get out of here, bro.
Come on, dude. Just for now. I'll invite you later.
Hey, 19.
Come on, dude. We'll go play something.
I don't want to play.
We'll watch something.
I get down on my hands and knees too, checking for each blade of grass for anything remarkable. I'm so focused I forget my surroundings. Bumping face first into the seat of Jax's pants! Let's go! I probably shouldn't be screaming so loud. My bad. Okay, anyway. He wheels on me. Don't try to get fresh with me, new kid. I blush as I crawl back a few paces. Sorry. I'm a regular user of that site. Egg, why are we using AI?
Who's using AI?
Egg!
Oh!
They were reprimanding you last time.
Ah!
Sorry. Jack shakes his head. Do you even know what we're looking for? I shake my head. I didn't want to make him angry by asking. No need to be freaky and submissive this early? Who said anything about being submissive this time, guys?
You didn't say you weren't being freaky.
Moving on. I shake my head. I didn't want to make him angry by asking. Then how do you think we're gonna find what we're looking for? I blush again as I realize he's got a valid point. So, what are we looking for? A centipede. A centipede? Jax doesn't look amused that he has to repeat himself. A centipede. We spent the rest of lunch searching, but just as the bell rings, I find a centipede crawling near a rock pile. Jax, I found one! So you know you're holding back.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I hoist the insect up by its rear end. It flails around as it tries to escape my grasp. Its dark legs wriggling. Why am I not reading this correctly? Okay. I hoist the insect up by its rear end. It flails around as it tries to escape from my grasp. Its dark legs wriggling in discomfort. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. Jackpot!
Jackpot!
Nice job, Rosie. You used my name! No, I didn't, new kid. I squint at him. You're imagining things. He puts on an unreadable smirk. Guess I'm not getting him to admit to anything. But this one's fine specimen. Okay, what are we doing with this? Are you an insect collector?
I am.
Ew, no. He shakes his head before dropping the centipede into my backpack. Hey! Calm down. We're going to put this in Ragatha's locker and then hide out and watch her open it. Why? 'Cause Ragatha hates centipedes. I pause for a moment, not fully understanding why we would ever do that. So, why are we putting this one in her locker? Because it's funny, new kid. Try to keep up. I don't know if I agree, but this is the happiest I've seen Jack since we started hanging out. Come on, I have a key to let us back inside. He pulls out a ring of keys out of his back pocket. How did he get those? It looks like a set of master keys to every door in the school.
I got keys all over the
Cool.
place. That'll be fine. Say, you're not very pipe bombs, are you?
Jax lets us back in. We sneak our way up into the main stairwell, and we are almost at Ragatha's locker. When our class rep herself shows up, strolling?
Are you okay?
Strolling down the hallway. Rosie, what are you doing in the hallway? She tilts her head, offering me a weary smile. I've been looking for you since you didn't show up to afternoon classes. She notices Jax and her expression sours. Jax, you better be leaving Rosie alone. Come on, Ragatha. He offers a cartoonishly wide grin. The new kid actually looked for me. We even got lunch together. Ragatha looks utterly confused. Rosie, is that true? It feels like I should choose my response carefully. See, dollface? Ragatha squints at him, but for some reason, she seems to trust me. Fine, but I'm keeping an eye on you, Jax.
Ragatha leans over to me, whispering in my ear. Rosie, if he's messing with you now and you don't feel comfortable talking to me about it, you can find me after class. She's so nice, I almost feel bad about what we're going to do. Almost. Jax and I sneak through the hallways before finding Before finding a locker labeled with Ragatha's name. Pictures of horses and farm animals are pasted on the outside. Come on, new kid, now or never. I gulp. I can either be a wimp. I don't know what's gonna make him romance me, and I really don't have time to get this wrong. So
I think put the centipede in her locker. He's gonna see that little moxie in
Yeah.
you.
I gingerly pick up the centipede by the sides before setting it just below a slit in her locker. The creepy crawly centipede slithers right in. All according to what? We're not ever gonna attempt to do this. Nice job, new kid. Now let's hide out and enjoy our handiwork. We hide behind a corner and wait. The bell to dismiss class rings a few moments later. We're cutting it close. Ragatha finds her way to her locker, entering her combination. And then... Ah! Default scream. Ragatha locker springs open and the centipede lands on the front of her uniform. She looks down horrified. Jax!
What? It wasn't me this time.
What? Why would you put a centipede in my locker? You know how much I hate them!
It wasn't me. It was a good.
Why does it have to be me? Because only you would do something like this. Jax looks away slyly before taking credit for our prank. You got me, Raggy, but you should have seen the look on your face.
I would rush a dating sim to simp over Jax.
Yes, guys.
I would. I'm sorry, guys.
Ugh, you're terrible. She storms off. I'm glad Jax took over the fall for us as I step out from behind the corner. That wasn't a very nice thing to do, but Jax seems pretty happy with me right now.
See?
So that's nice.
He loves it when you're mean.
I walk to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts out to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back home with them.
Ooh. Hey, Rosie. Would you mind killing yourself when we go home?
Yes! As I gather my things, a familiar figure swaggers up to me.
Hey, hi.
Hey, new kid. You're still hanging around. Yep, just getting ready to head out. What do you say What do you say? How about I walk with you after school today? Surprised at Jax asking me to walk me home, I run out of words and just nod. Cool, let's go.
Yeah?
Where's this going?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna later have to tell Rosie then.
Oh, yeah.
No, you.
Hold on, gang. I need to go get updated about something. BRB.
Alright, I'm back, gang.
Go ahead, Rosie. Tell chat how you just opened up a white monster.
Yes, I opened up a white monster. I got kind of thirsty. The front doors open for us, and I stand outside waiting at the curb. My parents dropped me off this morning, and I'm sure they'll be here any moment to pick me up. Jack stands next to me for a few moments. He gives me a confused look. What are you waiting for, kid? My parents are supposed... my parents. Are you waiting to get picked up too? I'm 22 years old. I haven't been picked up by my parents for like
He's
6
a
years.
super duper senior.
I'm going to the dorms. What? What? The dorms? He looks at me like I'm an idiot. The on-campus housing Caine designed for our class, where we can stay when classes end. Oh, that sounds nice. I wish I was staying on campus. His annoyed expression changes. Oh, you poor...
Rosie, I'm kind of dumb. I thought they were in high school. No, they're in college right now.
Yeah, they're in college.
Yeah, I kind of didn't know that.
I'm 4 years old. Wait, no!
Oh! Rosie, what are you doing? Talking to a 22-year-old
I'm
purple
4
bunny.
years old.
Wow, you are the youngest person
You're the
ever.
youngest Jax fan ever.
It's okay, guys. It's only a 4-year age gap. We'll be okay.
From 4 years old?
Oh, you poor little lamb. His voice drips with sarcasm. Caine really didn't tell you anything, did he?
Whoa!
Did
Jax! You're doing the hand thing. Jax! Is there something you want to say to us, Jax? It's 2026. It's okay now, Jax. Jax, it's okay.
I don't think his fans thought it was okay what he said on Stream 7.
It's okay, Dakota. I don't mind the brain rot. I'm just trying to lock in because I never played this game before. Back when I was playing Freak Circus, I played it multiple times before I even streamed it, so that's why I could just look away.
Today, class, we're learning about what 6-7 means.
What?
Look, Rosie, I'd love to watch you stand out here until the sun goes down and you start shivering in your little school uniform. Jack smirks. Honestly, just imagining it is pretty funny. The smile drops from his face. Your parents aren't coming for you, he says to me in a deadpan before continuing. Come on, we need to get to the dorms before it gets too cold out. Caine only gave us summer uniforms. A chill travels through the air, and I shiver in place.
What's you in his drum?
Jax shivers too.
I'm losing my patience. He glares at me. Jax, I'm telling you, I don't have any housing on campus. My parents are picking me up. Jax just sighs. You don't know when to give up. He glowers before walking away from me. Suit yourself, new kid. He walks up to the dorms.
I would have gone with him.
I'll show him. My parents will be here soon. An hour passes, the sun begins to sink below the horizon. Another hour passes, the moon is visible and the sky is darkening. It's getting really cold out here. Like, really, really cold. I look the way Jack sweat when he left me standing here. A nice warm room sounds really good right now. Where are they? I stick it out another half hour before sighing frustrated. Did they forget about me?
You can't see? Is it me? Did I do something? The little lamb part had no reason to make me react like that. No! For real! This is the fan fiction talking, bro. Don't worry about what kind of fan fiction, okay? That is not relevant, but it is a little relevant. But not too much. I'm freaked out, guys. I'm just kidding. Did they forget about me? I walk towards the dorms, seeking shelter in the plain building. Not too much in a freaky way. No, I know this.
Man, I sure wonder which ones are rooms.
I didn't mean it in a freaky way. It's just kind of nice.
The Chinese room.
The what? The Japanese house? The Japanese
No,
house!
I said the
Oh
Chinese
my
room.
god,
The
it's the Japanese house!
The Chinese room.
The Dollar Tree version of the Japanese house?
Whatever floats your boat.
I love it.
Whatever digitized your circus.
Oh, I don't know whose room is who. I'm not gonna lie.
Homni, Zubul. I don't know.
This is
anybody
probably
else's.
Gangle. This is probably Ragatha. These two.
I'd say the bottom one's Jax's.
Guys, recognize the Japanese houses in the game. As I do, I run into Jax. Okay, why was he heading out? Finally come to your senses, new kid. He asked, sounding tired. No, I just stepped inside because my parents forgot to pick me up. I bet they'll be here at any moment. Jax's eyes narrow in annoyance, and he drags a yellow-gloved hand across your face in expiration? Expiration? I don't know. Exasperation? Okay. Listen, you kid. Get it through your head. There is no outside world. There's the school. He points to the large brick building across from where we are. The dorms. He points to the building we're standing in. And that's it. He mutters something under his breath. Okay then. But if these are the only two places, why are you going outside? That is... His face flushes and he turns away from me. I just wanted some fresh air. It's pretty cold outside though. Okay, well if everyone stays here, then I should have a room here. Show me my room if I'm supposed to stay here. I grin comfortable in my undefeatable logic. Huh? Yeah, you're probably right. Let's go find your room so I can stop babysitting you. What? He grabs my hand in his...
Rosie! Stop it! Please. Please, Rosie. We need this.
I need to lock in. Jax grabs my hand as he hauls me through the hallways, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining either!
Clearly.
Just another way for us to hang out together. Totally platonic.
Stop it. Please.
As we walk through the hallways, 1,000 questions rush through my head. We pass a traditional Japanese-style door. The Japanese house! It's the Japanese! It's the Japanese house!
It's the Japanese room.
It's the Japanese house. Gangle. We pass through a door that's half blue and half red. Pomni. We pass a dark door with black and yellow caution tape crisscrossing it. Me.
Knew it.
We pass a door that looks like it belongs in a ranch-style home. Ragatha. Oh, it's probably that one then.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think this one is Kinger.
Why would Kinger stay in the
I
dorm?
don't know. We pass over a sleek door with bright geometric shapes all over it.
Geometric.
Zooble. We come to the end of the hallway, finding a plain wood door. Oh, it's mine. It's mine!
Told you.
And here, folks, we have Rosie screeching into the heavens from hand contact from the purple rabbit. Shh.
The Japanese store.
It's my room, guys. It's my room. It's right next to Jax's.
No, it's not.
I really like my room.
My name is Carmen Whitstead. I am 17 years old, and I am very similar to you.
Sure. Whatever you say, buddy.
And this must be you. I stand there in stunned disappointment. Are you going in, or... He looks sort of annoyed. I haven't opened the room yet. No, because I want to stay with you. Let me into your room.
Let me in.
I just want to cuddle. I just want to cuddle. That's all I want. I twist the handle and open my bland door into an even more bland room. An equally bland room. A gray mattress sits at the top of the wooden the bread frame, guys. The bread frame. A gray mattress sits atop a wooden bed frame with plain white pillows. A dark green comforter with the school emblem on it has been neatly folded. In the back right corner, a beaten up metal desk sits with a computer that looks almost as old as the desk. A neat stack of papers and a set of black pens and pencils have also been provided. Wow, pretty boring. I try to look around the room for anything to dispute these words, but come up empty. He walks to the center of the room and looks around at the plain interior. I'm not beating the NPC allegations with this one. You're not beating the gay allegations with that pose! Huh? NPC? You think Caine would have put a movie poster or something up? Guess he thinks you're boring, huh, Rosie? No, I am sure my parents just... Jax stopped listening by this point and striding out of my room. What a waste of time. Wait, Jax, aren't you gonna say good... Jax slams the door in the middle of my sentence.
Take that.
Night. I give up on any expectations I had for Jax being polite. Even if he skipped out and saying goodbye for the day, I feel like I might be making a connection with Jax. Maybe. I lay down on my bed, defeated by the day. It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep.
It doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flash on, as if overridden by some sort of remote console. The room to my dorm? Huh? The room to my dorm. Oh, I guess. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever.
I think it means the door to my dorm.
Yeah.
Flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkler.
Okay, let's see. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code?
Oh, hello, my darling toy box characters.
Principal Caine announces from what sounds like the hallway. Oh well, time to investigate.
Not Gangle with a body pillow!
Oh, no! Gangle, no! Let it be me.
Salute, Sybil!
Caine, what the fuck are you trying to pull this late at night?
No.
Hard F! Hard F! Wait. No, I mean,
Rosie.
Zubul is kind of fine.
Go.
I'm
She's
like,
mine.
damn, she's
mine.
fine. Wondering.
Rosie, she's
Oh,
mine.
my bad.
Ha,
Oh,
Zubul.
damn it.
My ball. I already said it. Ha, Zubul.
His laugh is fast, forced, and manic, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it.
You're lucky I even get. Oh my gosh! You're lucky I even let you get sleep.
This he blurts out in a harsh monotone
I'll be
before
right back.
recovering
You can
his
play
cheery
the game
demeanor.
Okay, time for my Caine impression, guys. I got a good one. I'm here because even with the culture fair pulling in the new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Which is why I've secured us a sponsorship. This video is sponsored by G Fuel. I'm kidding.
He stretches out the last word, using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce you all to a drum roll from somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Caine is talking about.
The Wacky Watch! You see, the vendors for Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their products, but now we have the perfect setting, teen drama. But, sorry guys. Yes guys, this video is actually sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
But we're adults. I'm actually...
Now, Gingle, I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixating the Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down to my shock. The watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? Oh, I shouldn't turn on my fan, but I think I unplugged it. It's something like hot in here. Do you think Caine will pull a Monica? So far, Caine is not romanceable here, nor is Kinger. But they said that's in the works, so, yes, but not now. Okay, anyway, fan is on. Each of us glanced down to my shock. This is already on my wrist. How did it get there? When the...
I'm back, my meowing milkmaids, and don't try oh my gosh, don't try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrists with a very special adhesive, and if you do try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them.
I can hear Gangle beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her Wacky Watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wrist watch stays affixed. Her gloves stretching like a rubber band as she pulls out the watch. Ragatha looks down with a resigned sigh. Caine, I can't remove the arm with the Wacky Watch. What the fuck?
We're gonna get demonetized.
Most likely.
It's okay, guys.
We're not even monetized to begin with in this channel.
I can say words!
Principal Caine ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue.
You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding we need to make it to day 5 and the culture fair, I need you to... Oh my gosh. I need you wearing the Wacky Watches at all times.
Okay, hold on. My bad.
Luckily, I secured a deal where I won't need all of you to do ad reads. But it is of it is of paramount importance that none of you insult or try to disable your wacky watches.
Can you help me out of Emerald's basement? No, you have to stay there.
What?
But I will make you cookies.
Good luck with the school life. Can't wait to see what you do with the culture fair. Bye.
Audio. I thought you said you were gonna play with me.
He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds in on himself. Just play with him, Ariel. I can handle it from here.
All right.
What? I'm not doing that yet. Anyway. He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds it in on itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. Well, I know this isn't ideal, but at least we can talk to each other now. Should make communicating about the culture fair easier. The sound of breaking glass, Gingle's comedy mask shatters and falls from her face. Tears well up in her eyes.
I don't want a wacky watch.
Seeing the situation unfold before her, Pomni pipes up.
Well, I think it could be useful. And look, Gingle, there's even a picture chat function where you can send people the things you draw.
Pomni goes over to Gangle, lifting her wrist and pointing out the picture chat feature.
That is kind of nice.
Gangle sniffles. Yeah, that's the right spirit, Pomni. Now let's all get some sleep before we start classes again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jax's door. What the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks out for someone to take his frustration. I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take out his frustration on. Buddy, I am not hiding. I feel like I should just stop talking. Moving on. I flick my dorm light off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a text from Jax. He has set his avatar to a picture of himself flipping off the camera. Oh my god, the picture! Jax!
Jax, you're amazing to just take his...
Sorry, guys. What the heck is up with this stupid watch? Why can't I take it off? I did not consent to this. I laugh. That sounds like the Jax I know. You didn't miss much. Apparently, Principal Caine took a sponsorship from Wacky Watch to keep the school open or something, and now they're physically stuck on us. They really are. This sucks. Yeah, but at least we can text each other whenever, right? I guess. I hope you sleep well tonight, even though Caine stuck these wacky watches on us. I wait several minutes for a response, but nothing. Rosie. I hope you guys know I'm being satire. 75 out of 25. You can decide which one was more. Anyway. I begin to pull the sheets over my head when the wacky watch buzzes with another text from Jax. Whatever. Nighty-night, new kid. Don't let the centipedes bite. Okay. I look like Nori but a furry. No, because I realized I'm like, damn, I really do look like Nori. Now that I think about it, didn't Nori draw herself? Yes, that's crazy, guys. Nori drew herself as a furry. You know, like she drew herself as a human furry. Like the anime thing. Damn, bro, that's crazy. As I get to sleep, I cherish the bond that Jax and I have built today. I can't wait to find out what sort of trouble we can get into tomorrow. Day 1. Complete! I yawn as I awake in my room. The clock on my wacky watch says it's morning, but the only way I can tell is from the silver of sunlight peeking from under my door. I slide my school-issued pajamas off and look in the closet. A series of perfectly pressed school uniforms are there, with a little tag on each of the sleeve of the nearest one. literally without fail. No, because no, they do look like that. I'm not gonna lie. Who are you? Are you the boy? Boy, come back here. Boy! Archie! Archie! Okay, he didn't want to go over there. Well, I guess. A series of perfectly pressed school uniforms are there, with a little tag on the sleeve of the nearest one. I take a closer look. Looks like Caine left me a note. Hi, Rosie! This is Principal Caine. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you have been provided a set of uniforms, free of charge! The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. Looks like you and Jax have been spending time together and everyone's talking. That sort of drama-seeking, desperate, mismatched energy is exactly what we needed to keep our studio audience engaged. Remember, if Jax pushes you away, it's just because he wants you to try even harder. As I pull my uniform over my wacky watch, I glance down at it. I have a text from Jax. You headed to school yet? I spy Jax as I stumble out of my room, still slipping my foot onto my shoe onto my foot. Jax, wait up! You wanted to walk to school together, right? Jax looks up from his watch, pausing for a moment. What? He notices me. Oh, it's you. He's doing a great job of hiding how excited he must be to walk to school with me. Yep, I'm ready to walk to school with you. He looks confused for a moment before slowing down. Don't remember saying I was gonna walk to school with you, but whatever. He waits as I catch up with him. And what's on the agenda for today? Huh? Aren't we gonna pull another epic prank today? Jax shrugs. Hadn't thought that far ahead yet, but I'll come up with something. We step out into the crisp, early autumn air. What about you, new kid? Got any plans for today? Well, I was thinking about working on the culture fair project that Principal Caine asked us to do. I trail off as Jukes? Guys, this isn't Jax, this is Jukes. I trail off as Jax shoots me a sharp look. That was the wrong thing to say. But that's stupid, so I was just gonna help out with whatever you wanted to do today. Jack's smirk is back and is wide as ever. Careful, new kid. Keep hanging out with me and the rest of the class will hate you. Gulp. We get to the school entrance just as the last bell rings. Jax turns to me as I start to follow him up the main stairwell to class. If you're really cool, you'll go to the cafeteria and bring me something for breakfast. I don't want to be late to homeroom. I think to complain about how I'll be late if I get Jack's breakfast. Get me something like an omelet and a bottle of orange juice. Well, at this point, he told me his order. It would be rude not to go. I'd do anything for this guy. I would be late for this guy. I would. There's something behind me, isn't there? Oh, there's not. My purse looked like a silhouette of a cat, but there is no cat. Thought I heard something. Okay, anyway. I step into the cafeteria to see a crowd of students at the various breakfast places. Evidently, none of the other students here care about being late. By the time I get to the front of the line, I'm already 30 minutes late to class. One omelet, please, and an orange juice. The staff member behind the counter tells me the price. But that's all my money I have for lunch. Sorry, kid. No money, no omelet. I don't want to get his stupid omelet, but I'd just be going to class late and empty-handed if I don't say yes. If I don't say yes. I don't know if I read that. Okay, get me the omelet. It takes a bit longer for them to make an omelet, but I eventually collect my orange juice and omelet before heading to homeroom. And that's where we get the English phrase, raining cats and... Mr. King returns to me. Rosie! Nice of you to join us. His enthusiasm seems genuine. Ragatha gives me a concerned look. Did Jax make you bring him that omelet? Oh, real nice, Raggy. So, because the new kid wants to get on my good side, I made him do it? Time to clear things up. this on my own. See, dollface, new kid wanted to bring me breakfast. I don't, that isn't, I mean, Ragatha turns to me. Try not to be late to class, please. Whatever. She looks hurt by my response, but Jax is smiling. Jax pats the seat next to him, discreetly taking my breakfast from me. After a few minutes, Ragatha spots Jax eating the omelet and wheels on us. See? She raises a hand. Kinger! Rosie said they brought lunch for themselves, but Jax is eating it. Who's eating Jax?
It's me.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, guys, I don't know.
That was so scary. That was so scary, guys.
Alright, class, I'm back.
Okay. Oh, you can say this. Just the weirdest context ever.
Yeah, no, I'm confused now. Is Rosie eating Jax?
No, I got him breakfast, and Ragatha told on me because I said it was my breakfast and Jax is eating it. And she told on Kinger. I mean, she told on me to Kinger, and Kinger says this: "Who's eating Jax?"
Who's eating Jax?
He seems so genuinely panicked by the prospect. Jax is eating. I mean, Rosie brought breakfast, and now Jax is. Mr. Kinger turns around.
I don't want to hear any other thing from you, Ragatha. Rosie isn't eating Jax, Ragatha. Everything's fine.
He gives her a reassuring smile. Ragatha splutters for a few moments before sulking, burying her face in her arms as she leans forward on her desk. Yes, blow up the chat, Dakota. You have permission. Never mind, I give up. She groans into her arms. Jax and I share a what?
It's a conspiratorial.
Okay, whatever.
Conspiratorial.
Me and Jax share a grain. Okay, we share a grain. The lunch bell rings, dismissing the class. I make my way to the lunchroom. As I'm exiting the lunchroom with my tray, I spot Jax. He's eyeing Gangle like a lion stalking its prey when I catch up to him. Or like a bunny stalking its carrot? I spend a few moments racking my brain for something that might be hunted by a bunny before Jax notices me. Oh, new kid. I think you can help me out. Can you keep an eye on Gangle? Wait, can you keep Gangle busy for a bit? I want to try something funny.
What do you see? Keep an eye on Gangle.
I'm dyslexic, okay? My name is Rosie. I live on this island. I nod. I walk up to Gangle. So, anime, huh?
What?
She looks genuinely confused, which makes sense. This is one of the first few times I've ever talked to her. Yeah, do some trivia. I don't know. Luckily, I'm the master of subversion. You know, anime. It's the happening thing. It's hard to be this cool.
I guess.
She must be intimidated by my charisma and looks. Time to dial it back a little. Yeah, if you say so. I mean, I think it's cool.
I honestly didn't expect that from you, Rosie. Well, if you want to talk about anime, I guess I have a moment.
She smiles at me. An attempt to disarm me, that won't work.
Which anime do you like?
You know, the cool ones. She called my bluff. Red alert, red alert!
The cool ones?
I stumble over my words for a second. How about you tell me the ones that you like?
Oh, don't get me started. I like Yo-Yo Hakacho, Hakachoko, I don't know. Hachoko, Quad Gun, Azumaki Ninja, Inuyasha.
I feel like I'm pronouncing these wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't watch anime. I keep nodding and smiling as Jax sneaks up behind Gangle, a shop vac in his hand and a dark grin on his face. He's just about to press the power button when... Is that Zooble? Oh my god, Zooble!
No, I don't like corn.
They're holding a corn cob? Jack's eyes fly wide as he notices them, stepping back slowly but tripping over the shop vac. The lid goes flying as my poor companion trips over it. dust caking his entire body.
Zooble!
Gangle turns around to see what the commotion is. I rush to Jax's side. Leave Gangle alone, or this won't be the last time you see a corn cob in an unwelcome location.
Where's the unwelcome location?
Actually, let me say that again, because I said that in my voice. Leave Gangle alone, or this won't be the last time you see a corn cob in an unwelcome location.
Lightwork, no difference.
Lightwork, no reaction.
Jax is still spluttering, covered in dust. Caine himself has to come out of his office to see what the chaos is about.
What is going on here?
My name is
What is
Caine!
going on here? You, Rosie, tell me what just happened. Oh, I got just
Anyway,
I just speak very loudly and
Jax was walking around when Zooble attacked him with the shop vac. What did I do? Oh. Jax looks confused for a moment, but then he grins as he realizes I'm getting us both out of this. Near future, if you ever want to do something like this and want to have a call with Emerald to do some joint reading, I'd be honored to join. Plus, I bet you want to hear my Gangle again. I think Emerald is going to want to fist fight you for the Gangle role, so we'll definitely see there. Yeah, that's right. I was just trying to clean, and Zooble over here attacked me. Are you seriously implying? No.
now, Zooble, you really shouldn't be harassing the cleaning staff.
What? He's not.
I was looking for a
Jax
job
here
and
asked
I
me
found
earlier if. Can you please keep it down, buddy? Jax here asked me earlier if he could use the shop vac to clean the tops of the lockers. Why is Jax helping? I was surprised, but impressed by his go-getter attitude. Shame on you for disrupting his cleaning activities.
Caine, that's not what.
Jump, Zooble. You're coming to my office for. Oh my god. You're coming to my office while I decide what to do with you. In the meantime, Bubble!
He claps his hands. Bubble manifests out of seeming nowhere.
What's up?
Clean this up.
Ow, 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 ow.
Bubble opens his mouth, extending an unnaturally large tongue as he begins to lick up the dust from the shop vac. Thank you, Dakota. Caine stands there, his jaw gapes.
Let me say it. Why are you like this?
By this point, Gangle has made herself scarce, and Zooble is stomping off to the principal's office. Oh, my
As
bad.
you were, Jackson Rosie.
We made ourselves scarce as well, heading to our school entrance as the bell rings. Well, that was a bust.
I'm gonna bust.
But at least we got Zooble put away. Hey, Jax, what happened back there? What are you talking about? He gives me a confused look. The, corn thing? Don't know what you're talking about. He tries to keep walking. Oh, no, Jax, you're not getting away that easily. Not from me.
Rosie, I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, I was gonna say that.
I grabbed the small corn cob off my lunch tray and pointed at him. His eyes widen. Put that down! I smirk. So you are scared. He ducks his head, looking to see if anyone is in earshot around us before addressing me. Fine, yeah. I don't like corn. The seemingly unflappable Jax has been clapped.
What?
Still, he's obviously uncomfortable, so I toss the corn into the nearest trash bin. So what is it with corn? Do you not like the color yellow? I can't fully stifle my laughter at the thought of someone like Jax being afraid of corn. He hears me and gives me an annoyed look. My gloves are yellow, new kid. Good point. What is it then? He waits until we are significantly away from the other students before answering me. All the little kernels are just... Ugh. He gives me a little revolted expression before smirking. But don't think you have the upper hand just because you know that about me, new kid. I'll find out what bugs you. I really wouldn't like it if you pinned me against the wall. I'm just saying that.
Rosie!
I really don't like
No,
that. I
Rosie,
really
we've been
don't
over
like
this.
that. I really
You
don't.
need to stop
I'm
simping
so
over Jax.
scared.
No,
I'm so
stop.
scared, Jax.
Stop.
I shrug, trying to play it cool with him. Nothing scares me. Jax grins at me. I don't buy that for a second. Don't worry, I'll find out. I gulp. Anyways, new kid, you heading back to the dorms? Yeah, I don't have anything else to do for today. Cool, me too. I stand awkwardly for a moment before going for it. Do you want to walk back together? He raises his eyebrow. He's No, I thought I saw red. I thought I saw red. I'm hallucinating.
I think it's just like with
He raises his eyebrow at me before returning to his normal demeanor. Yeah, why not, Rosie? You said my name! Huh? Oh, I guess I did. New kid is so, I don't know, cumbersome anyway. I was just screwing with you. I know, okay, me. Kind of freaked out in this game too. I know, I just like hearing you say my name. Say my name, say my name. Jax gives me a pointed look. You made it weird, new kid. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay. My bad. You made it weird, new kid. Jax sighs. But hey, at least you can distract people. So you're not entirely useless to me. So I guess I'll keep you company on the way back since nobody else will. Yep, that's for sure after today. We make our way back to the dorms. The chill air causes us to shiver and run for the entrance. As we reach the building, we're both out of breath. Caine in these dumb uniforms. I said it wrong. Caine in these dumb uniforms. He mutters between breaths. I shiver. I could go for a hot tea or hot chocolate right now. I rub my hands together as I make my way up to the stairs to my dorm. It's too bad I don't have a kettle or anything. I think out loud. Jax looks at me. You know there's a kitchen in the lounge, right? It has like everything you just mentioned. I blink at Jax. You didn't know that? You'd be lost without me, Rosie. It's kind of embarrassing. He motions for me to follow him. I didn't ask for him to show me, but I can't lie. I appreciate his help as he leads me down to the staircase. It's a pretty nice lounge, all things considered. I make my way to the kitchenette. The cupboard down there has the tea and whatever else. He points at a lower cabinet before throwing himself on one of the couches. I open the cabinet to see an assortment of different teas and drink mixes. I look for one to try. As I'm running around under the cupboard, I peek around the lounge. To my surprise, Jax is still hanging out here and hasn't left for his room yet. I decide not to question it and just enjoy the shared moment. Should I make you some tea or something? Jax looks over at me from the couch. I expect a quip or some smart remark, but instead he simply shrugs. Sure, I'll take a coffee. Black. I nod. I make myself some tea, and once I'm done, I make a coffee for Jax. I can't help but feel a little happy to be spending time with Jax in a more casual environment. For his part, Jax seems more relaxed too. Or maybe he's just tired. Too tired to pick on anybody. It's a nice moment. I finish up and start bringing the drinks over. As I carry the drinks over, I notice Jax has been weirdly quiet. I go over to the couch to check on him. Sure enough, he's fallen asleep.
No! Bad Rosie! Stop it! Please! If it hurts your ears, buddy, you're gonna have to...
Oh, Jax! Perfect! This is perfect! This is perfect!
Oh,
My bad.
you're not meeting the allegations.
Sorry, guys. I think my mic had an error. I would never scream that loud. Ever, guys.
Let me get on top.
I can't help but stare for a moment. Guess it takes a lot of energy to terrorize your classmates all day. And I hear Bloody Mary. I'm sorry. He looks so peaceful. I end up so caught in my own thoughts that I end up tripping over my feet, dropping the drinks all over the wooden floor. Rosie, control yourself, goddamn. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's gotten into me, guys. I don't know. I really don't know.
Jax.
Not literally. Does this
me
mean holding Rosie back? I end up so caught in my own thoughts that I end up tripping over my feet, dropping the drinks all over the wooden floor. Okay, about that. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I tripped and spilled everything. I try to explain myself. Tea and coffee running down the front of my... This is so oddly specific. Why the front of my shirt? I'm scared, guys. I'm scared to scroll.
Why would it be the back?
No, I'm just saying that's an odd placement. Jax has a hand on his head, still groggy from his cat nap. Or would it be a bunny nap? Huh? He looks down at me and I start picking up the broken pieces of the mugs. Wow, Rosie, you can't even make tea or coffee without messing up. He chuckles, slow clapping. Yeah, I rub the back of my neck embarrassed. Is there a mop or anything that's like here? I feel bad for leaving a mess. Well, I feel bad about it. Just don't bother cleaning it up. But what if someone slips and falls? That would be pretty funny, right? I pick myself up off the floor, determined to find a mop or rags or something to clean up the mess I did. I see what looks like a closet, the door slightly ajar on the opposite side of the lounge. Maybe there's a mop in there? Jax watches me, annoyed as I open the door and look around the closet. It's roomier than I expected. Still cramped though. I see some cleaning supplies and I'm definitely in the right area. I rummage around a bit and not noticing Jax approach the entrance of the closet, his arms crossed. It's above you. He eventually pipes up, pointing to the top of the shelf after watching me struggle. Huh? Oh. On the top of the shelf, a mop sits tucked behind some boxes. Who stores a mop like that? I try to reach for it, but it's pretty hard to get. I already know what's gonna happen. It must seem... Well, we all know what's gonna happen, so let's just get to the end. Continue to struggle before Jax walks past me, taking pity on me. He rolls his eyes as he steps past me. I can't watch this anymore. Move. He enters the closet, the door closing behind him as he reaches over to grab the mop from behind the boxes. Here. He stares, pushing the mop into my hands. I blush a bit, embarrassed about how much I've been relying on Jax. Thanks. I'm sorry I spilled their drinks. Stop apologizing so much. It's annoying. He says, twisting at the knob of the closet. What? He tugs at the knob a little harder. Oh! We are trapped in the closet? Are we trapped in the closet?
No.
Are we playing 7 Minutes in Heaven right
Rosie,
now?
no, Rosie, no.
Okay. No. You gotta be kidding me. He shakes his head, pulling at the knob vigorously. It's locked? I feel my chest tighten up. Come on. Jax starts banging on the door, pulling him more violently. The door shakes on its hinges, but no luck. We're showered with old paint chips from the crumbling ceiling. We're locked in here? A cat! Don't worry about what just happened, okay? Okay. We're locked in here? I feel the breath leave my lungs as I clutch them up to my chest. That's what happened to me. I barely hear him. My ears are ringing as panic starts to set in. My breath comes in ragged gasps as my heart hammers against my rib cage. Suddenly, I lose my balance, clutching the mop as I back into the wall and sink into the ground. Whoa, hey. Rosie, calm down. Oh God, we're gonna die in here! I continue to hyperventilate. Bro, ain't no way.
Emerald,
You've been trapped in there for like less than 5 minutes and you're already crying?
Emerald, you missed the entire Rosie... Not even crashing out, just like... We need to hold Rosie back. Trust.
No.
You missed all those scenes. What's it called? Rosie was absolutely slobbering at Jax on the couch. She's getting worked up over this.
Rosie did not go feral, yo. I think it's too late.
Yeah.
I continue to hyperventilate. We're gonna die in here.
What?
I can't breathe. Jax kneels down next to me, smirking. Not scared of anything, huh? This is not funny. I eke out with the last of my breath. Jax lets out a sigh. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere with you freaking out like that. He sits against the door, facing me. Just breathe. I'm trying. Well, I don't know. Close your eyes then. Stop freaking out. He tosses his jacket over my head. Imagine you're on a wide open rooftop or wherever your happy place is. I can't breathe in here. I manage as I cover my ears with my hands, clenching my eyes shut as I try to imagine I'm in a wide open meadow. It's surprisingly helpful. My breathing shifts from ragged panic gasps to a slow, peaceful rhythm. You alright? Can't talk. Just breathing. I hate to admit it, but if I do anything but focus on deep breaths, I start to panic again. I'm barely able to muster the strength to talk. How long do you think until someone finds us? Who knows? He looks up at the ceiling and chuckles. I bet if they knew I was in here, they wouldn't bother opening the door. What am I gonna have to do from here, bro? I don't know, gang. POV, they want you, they want me.
Hi there! Can you meow into the mic, kitty?
Episode 8 was 2025.
They want me to hold back Rosie, but alas, what am I gonna do on a submarine?
Have an episode 0.
He laughs again. It's a hollow laugh. But right now, I can only focus on me. My head is planted firmly in my knees as I continue to clench my eyes shut. Don't you have any friends here at school? Jax goes quiet. Well, definitely not Ragatha. She's way too fake and annoyingly positive. She's always trying to pretend everything is great and awesome. It's exhausting. Gangle is just sad all the time, not like she has a backbone. Subal just chooses to be difficult to get along with. They're really a stick in the mud. Pomni's alright, but she's always worrying about what everyone else thinks. Jack's confession about how he feels about his classmates distracted me from our cramped situation, if only for a few moments. Wow. Is there really nobody at this school that you like? Jax remains silent as he looks away, a tinge of red on his cheeks. Hold on, guys. I have to use the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, Jax remains silent as he looks away, a tinge of red on his cheeks. Oh. I can't help but blush myself before putting my head back into my knees. What was that? Suddenly, Caine pops out of thin air. His booming voice makes us both jump.
There you two are! Thought you could get past the curfew rule by hiding in here, huh? You little scamps!
For some reason, he pops up inside the cramped space of the closet instead of opening the door. With a snap, we're instantly transported to our respective rooms. I feel relieved being back into my spacious room. I flop onto my bed completely worn out from that whole ordeal. Still, I can't stop thinking about what Jack said, and what he didn't say. Why was he so quiet after I asked him if he liked anybody? He couldn't have meant... Wait, that happened? I don't think I was paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. I wrap my pillow around my head and I stare at the wall. Surely not. I must be delusional. As I get under the covers for the night, I can't help but think about what or who he could have meant.
I love your profile picture, Roomy Cookie.
Day 2 complete. How many days are there? Oh, I'm blinded. I wake up to my usual alarm and get ready for the day. It takes a little longer than usual. I didn't sleep well last night. I couldn't stop thinking about what Jack said yesterday. I brush my teeth and put on my uniform. To my surprise, I hear a knock at my door. I think for a few moments about who it could be before deciding to just open it and remove the mystery. Is it Jax? To my surprise, it's Jax. He leans on the doorframe, grinning his usual confident grin. Rise and shine, Rosie. Ready to head out? I'm a little flustered as I try to find my words, finishing pulling on my uniform and suddenly very concerned about making sure everything is neat and covered. Yeah, I was just gonna try to pick something up to eat real quick before class. I don't want to be late again. Jax rolls his eyes. Why? It was so funny yesterday. He's still wearing that same confident grin. I giggle awkwardly. Yeah, but I don't want to make a habit of being late. I turn around and lock my door while Jax waits for me. Once I'm sure the dorm is locked up, we start walking to the school together. The fall air is cool against me. I shiver again. You were right, these uniforms do suck. Jax nods. Yep, when Caine designed this school, it was early spring. Then the season just kept going and we couldn't convince him to make us new uniforms. Said to put it in the suggestion box. And I guess he forgot to put one up because we never found one. We ended up having to just ditch the blazers for summer. But you can't really do anything about the cold. He shivers, rubbing his arms, his breath visible on the autumn air. I lean in a little close and Jax doesn't stop me. He doesn't acknowledge the shared warmth, but honestly, not being kept at arm's length feels like progress. Until we enter the school, he moves in front of me, keeping a safe distance between us as we walk into the other school. What am I reading here? I feel crazy. And he moves in front of me, keeping a safe distance between us as we walk into the school. You getting breakfast or heading to the homeroom then, new kid? I'm gonna grab something real quick. Alright, I'm not hungry, but I don't really care about being late either. I'll wait outside the cafeteria, I guess. I nod, smiling to myself. I duck into the cafeteria. All of the lines are crowded, and I know Jack said that he would wait, but I don't want to test his patience. There's a wicker basket of granola bars with a note card in front saying Student Health Week, take one. I snag one from the basket before turning back to the cafeteria entrance. You get something? I looked down at my humble granola bar. Yep. Good. Let's get going. We ascend the main stairwell, entering homeroom at an appropriate time today. I munch on the granola bar while I take my seat. Jax takes the desk behind me. Huh? I turn to look at Jax. You're sitting behind me today? Jax flashes me a grin. You're so observant today, Rosie. He rolls his eyes. What's the problem? Don't trust me? I turn to face the front of the class as Mr. Kinger starts his lecture on English. I can't help but feel a little nervous, periodically reaching behind my neck to feel for any gum or something. I guess I still don't trust Jax. Once I finally manage to focus on class, I feel somebody poking my elbow. Looking down, I see a small folded up piece of paper being passed to me from behind. Must be by Jax. I give him a confused look before taking it as discreetly as possible. Kinger, no! Unfolding the paper reveals a crudely drawn sketch of Mr. Kinger, speech bubble over his head that reads, blah blah blah, I'm so boring. I stifle a chuckle, adding my own contribution. I've never been very good at art, but I do my best to draw Ragatha. Killjoy.
Hi, Chili. Chili. You know, I've been looking for you, but you ran away from me. And now I think you want me, right? Can I give you a little sniff? Can I give you a little kiss? Can I cuddle you? Can I cuddle you? Do you cuddle me?
Can someone try to convince me to eat real quick? Dream the wishing. If you don't go eat now, I'm gonna ban you from stream. I'm kidding, but go eat something.
She comes out looking pretty botched. I draw her nose all wrong and end up shading it in black. Her hair looks like a bunch of rectangles exploding out of her head, and I get which side of the button is on wrong. But I hope it gets the point across. I add an arrow to the words with the words Killjoy. Just before I hand it back, I add another arrow with the word boring written on it. I pass the note back and Jax quickly swipes it from me. I hear him let out a small exhale through his nose before the sound of his pencil scratching again. He takes some time before passing the note back. Not Jax. The car. I open the note to see what he was working on. This time there's a sketch of him in a large truck heading for the previously drawn sketches. Rumi Cookie, you should eat and drink water. There's a speech bubble coming from the truck saying, "Incoming!" There's also a small, pretty much right, he added, by my sketch. Not sure if there's a compliment or not. I start my own contribution when Mr. Kinger walks by my desk. Do you have your homework, Rosie? I try to cover up the sketches, but Mr. Kinger sees the paper and quickly snatches it up. This isn't the homework. He eyes it for a moment. Wow, Rosie, you're a pretty good artist. Except your Ragatha could use some work. Huh? Huh? Oh, one thing, chat, especially you, Rosie. If you ever see me use this, that means I ain't playing around or I get serious. Okay, cool. Mr. Kinger continues taking up the homework and our sketches along with them. Crisis averted? I shoot a relieved look at Jax, who's covering his mouth trying to hide an amused smirk. Before we can be questioned about it anymore, the lunch bell rings. I follow Jax out to the nearby stairwell. Wow. Why am I reading that as Jax? Wow, that was close. Thank God Mr. Kinger doesn't seem to have all of his marbles. I chuckle. Yeah, our teacher has a few screws loose. He traces a circle around his temple as he bobs his head from side to side before continuing. Anyway, listen up, Rosie. I have a really good prank idea for today. I perk up. Jax reaches into his blazer pocket and pulls out a little red bottle. I managed to get my hands on this Satan's butthole ghost pepper sauce. What the heck? Even a few drops of this is supposed to make you taste nothing but fire for a week. Whoa. Where did he get something like that? I reach for the vial instinctively. Jax pulls it back, holding it far above my head. Wasn't easy to get this, Rosie. He tucks it back into the interior pocket of his blazer. Besides, guess what today is? Wednesday? It's Mystery Meat Day at the cafeteria. Just a few drops of this little guy in the pot, and then everyone's mouths will be on fire. Come on. This should be good. He beckons me to follow, and I do so without question. We head for the cafeteria, but stop in our tracks. Looks like everyone decided to work on their culture fair projects in the cafeteria today. A few tables have been cleared where Glinkle and Zubul work on a large papier-mâché sculpture. What? Pomni sits at the nearby table, reading a few thick books from the library and taking notes. Probably still trying to figure out what a culture fair is. Ragatha looks like she's putting together a stall from pieces of wood and nails. It looks like everyone is in there. Jax shakes his head, grinning even wider. This is perfect. This is perfect. I bet they're all gonna eat here together too. We just need to find a way to discreetly slip into the kitchen. Even as we cast a glance around in wide open view, all of our classmates are so engrossed in their own projects that they don't even notice us. I whistle subtly. We could probably just walk right in. Jax shrugs. Worth a shot. Jax and I walk up as casually as possible to the kitchen door. He opens it a crack before ushering me in. That was surprisingly easy. Whoa. Is that... I can barely get the words out. What the actual heck? What is this? This is crazy. What's us together? Traveling by ambulance. Ba, 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 bwam, 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 bwam. The mystery meat vault. That? I don't know. Terrible, isn't it? Yes, for me, Cookie, go drink water, he says with a grin. And it comes out of a hose? His face deadens in an abject dread at the implications of that. I break the awkward silence that falls between us. That sure is a lot of meat. Jack shakes the dread off as he returns to his normal grin. All right, help me find how to get in there. Jack's gloved hands scrabble over the sealed vat for any type of opening. I stand in there just sort of watching for a few minutes as Jack tries and fails to find the opening he's looking for. What the? There's gotta be a valve or something. He grunts as he tries to pry at the door on the side that has been welded shut. How do you open this thing? Getting cold.
I'm having a voice crack. That means I have to drink water too, guys. Let me get water. I need to replenish my voice because I sound like...
Yes, that was a sniffle. But I am not sick, I promise you. How do you open this thing? Maybe there's a pressure relief valve or some kind of button that opens it? I look around the tank underneath, finding some buttons and a lever. Hey, buttons! Jax pushes me aside to access the hidden panel. Let me see that. He stares at the panel for a few moments. Jack starts pushing random buttons. Are you sure that's a good idea? A metallic whirring sound begins as the tank controls seem to come to life. Then the hose begins to croak and whip around as a thick, brown, sludgy stream of mystery meat comes flowing out. Uh-oh. Turn it off! I scream, panicking as the sludge begins to flow towards us. Right. He tries another button. The hose begins to whip around like a snake in its final moments. Molten meat sludge spraying all over the room at higher volume than before. Please stop hitting random buttons! I tuck my head underneath my arms as I duck. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. That didn't sound at all like Jax, I'm sorry. Jax and I rush for the door, dodging jets of hot meat juice while we make our desperate escape. We burst out of the door like a bat out of hell. The hose has a mind of its own. The nozzle wedging between the door and the frame, oscillating up and down like it's a living creature. Vile mystery meat spews from its nozzle in a spiteful dolge of heated horror, coating the guilty and innocent alike in a terrible meaty sludge. The sludge flies across Pomni and her books. A thick puddle begins to form on the once pristine table where Zubel and Gingle left their art. A thick jet of meat slams into the ladder Gingle was standing on. The velocity and force behind the gout of meat knocks the ladder over and promptly sending the ribbon character to the ground. She lets out a little yelp, her comedy mask shattering on impact with the ground. Ragatha is standing behind her stall, which proves to be poor cover as pressurized spray of meat knocks the stall over and pins her underneath it. Everyone is meat. Everything is meat. The entire interior of the cafeteria has been painted by the vile concoction brewing in that vat. Eventually, with a wheezing hiss, the last of the vat's contents are exhausted, now lying across everything in my field of vision. A terrible silence settles over the cafeteria in the wake of the chaos, the entire place looking
looking the scene of some grotesque crime. A silence that is eventually broken by the appearance of Principal Caine, who floats above bubbling sludge.
Whoa! Clean up on aisle U! He says as he surveys the scene. Mystery Meat Day is ruined!
Mystery Meat Day? What about the entire culture fair? Our projects have been completely covered in meat juice.
Oh no! That too! Who could be behind this targeted attack on our school festival?
Who do you think? Supal crosses their arms and glances at Jax and I. To our credit, we're also covered in meat. Listen, we can explain. This wasn't supposed to happen. Jax wheels on me as everyone else begins to glare. Yeah, Rosie. What were you thinking, ruining everyone's culture fair projects with meat?
You blamed it on me? No!
You're sick. What? What?
I'm very disappointed in you, Rosie. I expected better.
Principal Caine turns his back on me, shaking his head as he surveys the cafeteria again.
Disciplinary action is the only way I can try to correct this little behavioral hiccup.
Wait. Before I continue, Principal Caine snaps his finger and we're transported into his office.
Now we wait here while I prepare your disciplinary action.
He disappears behind a desk for a moment, before a massive red slug creature with yellow polka dots slides in, ringing the bell on his desk.
The Glory Queen!
A bunch of small geometric-shaped creatures with eyes and mouths bounce on the ground outside the office.
I'm here to enroll my gloinks in classes, all 500 of them.
Caine appears from behind the desk, his eyes wide.
Whoa! Enrolling 500 gloinks into classes? That's gonna take a while. Bubble, cancel all my meetings for the rest of the day.
On it, boss.
He looks a little down as he continues.
And cancel my 3 p.m. massage therapy appointment.
He turns to face me.
Wait here, Rosie.
Caine motions to the giant slug creature.
Follow me this way, your gloinksness.
He leads the massive slug thing back into a back office. Wait, but what about my... I try to protest, but it's too late. Little geometric shapes bounce around the office, now knocking things down and making general chaos. I wait there. I'm realizing now that since Jax and I had pulled our prank, I hadn't really gotten to eat anything. My stomach growls. I think about ditching, but Bubble hasn't stopped staring at me since I sat down. I'm nervous about what will happen if I try to leave. The time crawls by, minutes by agonizing minutes. I miss my first afternoon class. Then my second. I start to question if the clock is working right or if time is really passing at this sluggish pace. As the clock ticks down, the last bell of the day rings. I've been sitting here for hours. Gloinks continue to bounce off of me and around me, and sometimes sticking to my clothes, so I have to pluck them off. Hell can't be much worse than this.
All right, thanks for stopping by. We'll be seeing all of your precious gloinks in class. I hope not my
class.
Bye now!
Finally, all the gloinks all gather around their mother, who carries them out with her in a sort of organized mess. Caine turns to me with a stern face, or as stern as a pair of eyes set of toy teeth can look, at least.
All right, Rosie. Come to my office immediately.
I step into Principal Caine's office and sit down.
For your disciplinary action, I wait with bated breath, you'll get a written warning, and I'd like you to help your classmates fix up their projects you destroy tomorrow. Sound good?
I waited for hours for that? Yeah, that's fine.
All right, off you go then.
I walk out of the school finally after a long day of sitting in Caine's office. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I prepare to walk myself back to my dorm alone. My other classmates definitely don't want to see me right now. As I approach the exit of the school, I see a familiar, lanky figure waiting at the entrance. Jax? I'm shocked. The purple rabbit is standing there. How long has he been waiting there? Was he waiting for me? He tilts his head and grins at me.
No, for real, Dakota.
It's Callie.
Wow, took you long enough. I guess it got pretty messy back there. Didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. But it was still pretty funny, though. You should have seen everyone else's faces. Oh, come on, don't be so lame. I'm not being lame, or boring, or whatever else you want to call me. We must stop everyone's cultural fair projects. And they've been working on all week. The words come spilling out before I can stop them, but I honestly can't say I disagree with anything I'm saying, or even that it doesn't deserve to be said. Jax rolls his eyes and crosses his arms as I offer my heartfelt rebuke on our actions. Geez, I didn't think you cared about that stupid festival. He gives me a look of utter ridicule. Maybe I don't, but they clearly do. I curl into myself. Now they probably hate me. The tears flow freely as my words. I spent hours in that office, missing lunch, missing my classes, and on top of it all, you just let me take the blame for it all. I could deal with everyone hating me, but at least I thought you would be there for me. Jax's grin turns into a frown of disgust, but I can't stop. I don't know if I care. You weren't there for me. There for you? His voice is venom, bearing down on me with cold, condescending anger. What do you think this is? You think I'm just gonna swoop in and save you every time you need it? He wipes his hand off his uniform as his expression returns to one of neutrality. You wanted to pull that prank just as much as me. He turns away from me before letting out a short manic laugh. You went along with every little thing I told you to do until now. Now you want to care what everyone thinks of you? He turns away from me before laying back down to my level, gazing into my eyes with manic anger. His own voice seems to pitch up as he gets into my face, his pupils dilating to small black squares. Nobody here has ever liked you. He sweeps an arm across his chest. I have to stumble back to avoid being pushed back. You spent every moment here tormenting them with me. He points to his face with a manic grin now that matches his eyes and tones. Now you want to pretend that you have some sort of moral compass? He leans back and lets out a hollow laugh. That might be the only funny thing that you did that I didn't tell you to do. I sit there in stunned silence. Even as I hold back more tears, I have to admit he's right too. I did spend the past 2 days with him pranking people. I thought we were having fun, but today we took it too far. I can't even stand to look at Jax. I turn away, half mumbling my words. I thought you were my friend. Jax's manic grin falls away from his face as his mouth narrows, his pupils go wide. Somehow, this is even scarier than manic rage I was facing moments ago. No, he says plainly. No? He can't mean that. I push him for a different response. I'm not your friend. My chest goes tight. Why would he say that? How could he say that? After everything that's happened between us, it feels like I'm talking to a different person. I don't know. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into the drama! I'm gonna save this because I don't want to, okay, return. I will walk home alone. I can't deny what he said hurt me. Even if he doesn't mean it, I just need to take some time for myself. I don't respond, I just walk silently past him. I don't look back, I just continue to the dorms alone. I was alone the entire time, and when others reached out to me or offered me respite, I turned them away. I hear others whispering or casting worried looks my way as I get back to the dorm. I open my stupid plain door to my stupid plain room and throw myself onto the bed. When I finish crying and begin regaining my senses, the first thing I notice is how hungry I am. I load up door-to-door dash to see the only open restaurant is a fast food place called Spudsy's. I load up their menu. It looks like all they have available is something called the Stupid Burger. What the hell is that? Sounds kind of weird. Am I gonna get high? I think I'll go to bed hungry. As I drift out to sleep, my tiredness overriding my rumbling stomach, my thoughts drift to school. And that is when things get weird. I wake up in my dream, kneeling in a throne room. A red carpet stretches out in front of me. I am kneeling, wearing heavily thorough polished armor. A heavy long sword rests in my left hand. In front of me, Mr. Kinger is in a thick robe holding a golden scepter.
Yay! It's Lord Accurate Kinger!
Ah, Sir Rosie. Sir what? Mr. Kinger, what is this? This is me sending my most capable knight to rescue the dashing Prince Jax. The what? Is this because I didn't turn in my homework? Kinger gives me a deadpan look. No, this isn't because you didn't turn in your homework. Though you definitely should have. Wait a second, what kind of knight has homework? The dashing Prince Jax has been kidnapped by the vile sorceress Ragbatha, the wicked doll of the West. Imprisoned in a castle guarded by the Gangle Argon, across a bridge guarded by the fierce bridge troll Zublin. I'm going to need you to run. I'm gonna need you to run that by me again. I shake my head. This can't be real. Oh, it's quite simple. You see, the dashing Prince Jax has been kidnapped by the vile sorceress
I think we're good, Kinger. Next to me, my capable Squire Pomni stands. Wait, my capable what? Pomni's my what?
She wears a tabard matching the colors on my shield and is carrying an assortment of different weapons.
I'll help Rosie. Rescue the prince! I guess she will.
But what was that business about Ragatha being a wicked doll and Zubul being a bridge troll? Whatever the hell Gangle Agon is, he pronounced the word Agon. The part that you would use to pronounce dragon.
Are you making your digital circus OC again?
Sorry guys, my voice is like leaving me.
I have a precious few moments to ponder this as Pomni leads me on a stone road out of the castle we were in.
We quickly come to the bridge. Zubul stands there, one of their arms replaced with a clumsy club. I am the troll Zublin. You cannot cross the bridge until you pay the fee, or answer me my riddles 3. Even here, Zubul doesn't sound enthusiastic to be a part of the adventure. Pomni, how are we looking on funds? Pomni drops all my weapons onto the ground. They fall with a terrible clatter. My pike clips into my mace, which sends them both flying in opposite directions like a poorly coded Beth is... I don't know how you pronounce that. She finally pulls out a coin purse, appending it and shaking it. Remember, it's almost 10. Go to sleep soon. I have to make some progress with the romance or I can't sleep. A few paltry gains of sand come out, but little else. She laughs, trying to lighten the mood. The riddles it is. Okay, what's brown and sticky? A stick? Okay, good. That's the first one. What's red and bad for your teeth? There's a number of answers, but I remember this one. A brick. Great. You're 2 for 2. Finally, what's purple and annoying and nobody likes them? I definitely know this one. Jax! But I mean, I kinda... Zubul stopped listening, stepped to the side, sitting down with a sigh. Oh darn, you solved my riddles. Go across the bridge now. That's it? They give me a dangerous glare that tells me not to second guess this. Zubul, you could try being a little more... Nope. Across the bridge we go. In the distance I see a tall tower. Coiled around the tower is a massive length of ribbon with a white porcelain mask at the end. Oh my god, Gangle, what is this? I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But holy crap, I was not expecting this.
Or something. I don't know what dragons say.
She just blows up. Even in this mighty form, she sounds like she's on the edge of tears. We're here to slay the Gangalagon. I'm guessing that's you? Gangle nods sadly.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be guarding this tower.
I turn to Pomni and pick out my biggest sword. It's a nasty piece, made of some sort of black metal, and the edges smolder like dying embers, and spikes menace the entire length of the thing.
It looks a lot more like something a villain would use than a hero, but I begin to wave it in Gengo's direction. Yeep! Her demeanor shifts from reluctance to outright fear as she spots my blade. As she spots my blade. You know, I changed my mind. You can just go into the tower. Seriously? Yeah, please, just don't hurt me. She coils her body above her mask to shield it. I shrug. If being a knight is this easy, then I have my work cut out for me. As we enter the tower, the sound of bubbling cauldron and cries from Jax emanate from the top. Come on, Pomni, we have to get up there and save Jax. Pomni nods as we sprint up. I make my way up pretty easily. The armor is almost weightless on me. Pomni stumbles under the awkward burden of her armful of weapons. Various expensive swords, maces, spears, and axes tumble out of her arms and clink noisily against the stairs. When we reach the top, we see Ragatha in a black dress standing in front of a cauldron. Above it, Jax dangles, suspended by chains, wearing a puffy white shirt and brown pants. Get me down from here! I'm trying! She pulls a lever. The chains holding Jax lower him a few more inches towards the cauldron. You are useless. Hey, at least I'm trying to help you. You threw me in a deep fryer and you still haven't apologized for that. As they argue, I rack my brain? Near the cauldron is a bucket of water. What did Kinger call her? Ragamuffin? Wait! He called her Ragaba, the wicked doll of the West. I may not know my mythology, but I know the Wizard of Oz. The Wicked Witch of the West was allergic to water. I can't believe you're holding that against me. I'm not! I'm trying to help you! I'm just saying you could apologize for— I take the bucket and splash it across Ragatha's face. She's momentarily stunned, then turns to look at me. Rosie, that's really rude of you. Why would you just throw water on someone like that? I gulp. That wasn't there to melt her? That was the bucket I was using to bail the water out of the cauldron in case I couldn't free Jax in time. As she says that, the chains slip and Jax grows closer to the boiling cauldron. Die, witch! I shove Ragatha out a nearby window. What? Hey, no! She plummets to the ground like a lead weight. I pull out my messed up evil-looking sword. Jax, swing back and forth so you're not directly above the cauldron. What? Rosie, what are you talking about? Just wiggle your body so it starts swinging. Why would I do that? The chain slips again, his ears almost touching the surface of the cauldron's boiling contents. Okay, I'll do it. He picks up a momentum fast, swinging like a pendulum. As he swings past the cauldron, I swing my sword. It cuts the chain like a pair of scissors gliding through paper. Jax lands with a thud. I wasn't told what to do on this adventure, but there's no way you were supposed to do that. Come on, Pomni, pick them up. Pick him up. Let's take him back to Kinger. King, what? Pomni, you do not have my permission to pick me up. Pomni shrugs, dropping the last of my weapons as she hoists Jax off the ground. Then, chains around his body are still intact, so we transport the struggling and cursing Jax back to Kinger's castle. Hey! Stop! I do not consent to this rescue! We can take you back to the cauldron if you missed so much. He goes quiet for a few seconds. You wouldn't dare. Pomni, turn around. We're going back to— Fine. I consent to this rescue. Hurry up. I'm sure Kinger wouldn't want to see his prince tied up like this. We make our way back to the lack of obstacles speeding our path. As we finally reach Kinger's castle, we set Jax down. The chains disappeared immediately. Jax brushes himself off. Not the most dignified rescue, but I guess it beats being rabbit stew. Kinger emerges as we step into the audience chamber. Rosie, congratulations on rescuing the prince. Time for your reward. Reward? A kiss from the crown prince. A what? Yep, that's the only way this adventure can end with a true love's kiss. Like all good fairy tales. My true love? Jax? Jax looks at me disdainfully. Don't oversell yourself. I don't want to do this either. Except a part of me does.
Just like me for you.
Just to, see what it feels like. As Jax loudly complains and tells Kinger to come up with a different ending, I can't stop thinking about it. I accept. You do? They do? I mean, come on, Jax. doesn't seem like anyone here is enjoying the adventure. Maybe. If we... I trail off, looking into his eyes. I mean, if it's the only way... He rubs his hand across his neck, looking away. I guess it's better than kissing anyone else here. My lips tremble as I close my eyes. Jax leans forward, and... God damn it. Day 3 complete! Alright guys, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for here, because my voice is getting hella raspy, and if I want to play this again soon, I need to rest my vocal cords. And I think everybody has left by now. So, thanks to everyone who stayed until the end. I hope we get to play this again soon. Real soon, because I'm heavily invested. I can't... My vocal cords feel fried, and I don't want to feel like this anymore. So I just gotta, you know... I gotta take a rest. And also it is, like, nighttime for me, so I can't, like, stay up too much. So, good night, everybody. Or good morning, I don't know.